So I got sent a spam email on LinkedIn the other day, but it was actually some free tickets to the affordable art fair that's happening this weekend in Singapore. I somehow managed to get tickets to the private viewing on Thursday. I don't know how that happened. I'm thinking to just go along and maybe try and connect with some of the galleries, find out who they're representing, and maybe see if there's a good fit for me. Now, I'm a complete introvert, and these kind of social situations are really uncomfortable for me. This is going to be horrible. Let me have a look.
Marina Square.
F1 Pit Building, 1 Republic Boulevard. So I do need to decide whether I'm going to tell them that I'm an artist or not. Because I asked ChatGPT and they're like, yeah, you can say it, it's fine. But be subtle about it because they're obviously busy selling artwork and you don't want to like distract them. That's just going to piss them off. But when I then looked online at other artists, they're like, do whatever you do, do not say that you're an artist. I'm guessing like I trust the artist more than ChatGPT. The plan is not to say the A word at any point. My only issue is, babe, is that I don't like talking to people. You're not going to help me, no? Okay. Number one priority is to go and find the galleries that I think my artwork will fit in. So look at like the kind of artists that they're already representing and see if my work is like the right kind of price range for them. Some galleries will only represent really famous artists, so there's no point in me approaching someone like that. And then number two is to just build some connections with the people that are there working for those galleries. Like find another opportunity to go and meet with them, connect with them, build a relationship basically. That's the plan anyway. And then number three is to get dinner. I was thinking, depending on how rich you're feeling, we could either go get ramen or instead go to papi tacos. But that's if you're feeling rich. You feeling rich? No. So ramen it is. So as soon as we arrived, we saw people running out with paintings. It was crazy busy, which meant all the gallery staff were really busy making sales. In a world so busy, you make everything right. Rhythm of our hearts beating in sync. In this Afro groove, we find what we think. I really don't blame people grabbing things. I was also starting to fall in love with a few pieces. I did get to speak to a few people, but it was so brief, and very quickly I realized we needed to abort mission. Even some of the art was starting to make me feel hungry, so we headed for the exit and went to grab that ramen. So it's been a few days now since I was at the Affordable Art Fair, and I just really wanted to mull over what my experience was like because I felt a bit disappointed, to be honest with you. And I guess the main reason was that I was going there with the intention to build connections. And I just realized really quickly that it wasn't the right place to do that. The gallery is obviously busy wanting to sell their artwork. They're not really interested in having conversations with about who you are. So I guess that was probably the biggest learning moment for me, in that art fairs are just not the right place to have these kind of conversations. So one of the things that I did actually get from the whole experience was that I got to see a couple of galleries that the whole feel and vibe from them really fits with my artwork. And unfortunately, they weren't actually Singaporean based galleries. There was one from Hong Kong. There was one from Peru, I think. So I'm not really sure what to do with that. But it was just nice to be able to see that my work could fit in another gallery. And also the other thing that I found really reassuring was that the price points that people had their work at really matches with the prices that I'm looking for. Sometimes when people question, like, why is your work that expensive? And they don't necessarily see all of the hard work that's gone into it. They don't really take into account the size of the piece, the complexity. And it can make you like question and doubt yourself. But yeah, so I found that really reassuring actually, that I'm not pricing myself too low or too high. So I realized that I really miss just being part of the whole art scene, and it's not something that I've put a lot of time and energy into since moving to Singapore. And it's something that I really need to get better at. So I think I will put more of my time into actually going and visiting some of the galleries in Singapore, and just in that intimate setting. I think it's going to be much more helpful to build those connections. And also, it's really inspiring to just go and meet some of the other contemporary artists and see the work that they're putting out there into the world. So I hope that you can learn from my experience in terms of what not to do if you're looking to enter into the art world in Singapore. And yeah, I hope it's just giving you some inspiration, some food for thought. So thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time.
But you know what?
What?
So stupid of me.
Why?
I didn't record the whole time.
You look really like suspicious just like holding it like that. Why don't you just hold it like normal?
No, tired.
Oh.